What's up, peoples? Welcome back to another tutorial. Later, I'm going to be doing run cycle tutorial, as requested, because you saw the run cycle video that I made. So, let me show you how to do it, with some extra add-ins that I decided to go ahead and just make the run cycle better. By, changing some movement up, because of many requests for that. That will be today's video. Hope you find this helpful. And without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started here with our run cycle. Now, let's see. I'm using the Black Christmas Studios rig. Links in the description if you want to download it. It is free. So, yeah, alright. So, first, of course, this is kind of like a run cycle. You want to go ahead and get set up. Of course, set your keying to location, rotation, and scale. Playback, turn on AV sync there on the playback. And start frame at 0. Now for the run cycle, we want the end to be, well, it's going to loop at 20 frames. It's a 20 frame thing. So go ahead and set the end to frame 19. And now we're all set up. Now, please don't get mad at me if I didn't introduce you to some of the controls of Blender, because this is not what this video is for. If you need a little intro to Blender, I did a little bit of it on the walk cycle tutorial. But without further ado, let's go and get started. So of course, you can go ahead and set up your first pose. I'll go ahead and do mine. Now we have our pose at frame 0. Easy on that one. Alright. Now we have this first pose. Well, if you watch the walk cycle tutorial, you somewhat know the drill. It's actually fairly easy to do this, and also one thing I want to mention is, see this high over here? You want to make sure that you have it, because he's running, he's not walking. And to get that movement right, if you don't get the movement high enough, then it could turn out still kind of looking like a walk cycle, and we don't want that. So it is a run cycle. So go ahead and move over to frame 10, click on whatever foot, and then hit shift, click the other foot, and then hit Control Shift V. Put the feet where they are they mirrored each other at frame 10. So if we look here, reverse it, his legs move. Now they kind of look goofy, but we will fix that. Alright, now go up to the arms and do the same thing. Shift, click. Elbows here. See? Good. Now, alright, yeah, and at frame 0, you do want to have the hips turned to, in the direction that mine is the right foot going forwards. So you want to turn it up from behind to the left. And on the top here, turn the torso bone to the right. Alright. And so at frame 10, go and click on the hips, turn them, and click on the torso, turn it. Now I bent the torso forward a little bit to, make him look like he's running, like trying to escape or whatever. That was suggested by, I think it was Zane? I don't know. And also at frame 10, go ahead and keep the head, turn it to where it's straight again. Okay. Now that we have our first pose here, let's see. Alright, go to frame 20. And go ahead and select everything. Pretty sure? Yeah. Alright, turn this on right here. Okay. So, go ahead and drag, expand this. Drag and select all the frames from every bone at frame 0. And I'm pretty sure Shift D, and go and drag those over to frame 20. Now the root bone, of course, won't be moving just yet, so we won't worry about that yet. We'll go ahead and bring this down. Okay. Here, we've got the base for our animation. It's garbage, obviously. It never starts out not garbage. So let's go and fix that. So first we're going to go and fix the feet. The arms, if you want, you could turn the torso a little bit more. First, this foot is up in the air. You see the left foot here. Now go over to frame 3, I guess. Oh, okay, never mind. Frame 3, this one is up. So go ahead and take this, bring it down to where it hits the ground. Just about right here. It's about right. Yeah, just about. Wait, no. We want it to hit flat on the ground. So there. If we look here, he's kind of, you know, yeah. It kind of looks weird. So now we're gonna go and fix the left foot. So go over to frame 13 for that. Left foot and bring it down to where it hits the ground. Easy. A little wonky, it's alright. Look here. We've got our legs. Now they still look weird. No, they don't have much life. I mean, the legs are okay, but we need to make them bounce. We need to make the get some life. Alright, so click the pelvis bone right here and delete those frames at frame 20. We don't want those. Okay. You see here, his foot is up in the air right now. So go ahead and bring it up. Now skip, I'd say 3 frames where his foot hits the ground right there. And bring it down some. Also at frame 3, just to keep from looking weird, bring the left foot back a little bit. That'll keep it from looking wonky and distracting during animation. Alright, so now at frame 10, go ahead and bring the pelvis bone back up. It's okay, you don't have to copy and paste the keyframes. It gives a little bit more realistic life if you don't. So alright, frame 13, bring it down. And of course, you know, you see the right leg now. So at frame 13, grab the right leg, pull it back, and oh, not that. That's not what I want to do. Okay. Right. I accidentally did something I did not want to do. Alright. So now if we look at it now. Okay, wait, it's not finished, my bad. Alright. Now at frame, I'd say, alright. You go boom. And here. I'd say, yeah, here. Alright, at frame 20, click on the pelvis bone and bring it back up. Here we go. Still not finished exactly. Well, I guess if you don't want to put too much work into it, then this is it right here. Okay, so we're kind of finished, but not really. Let's see. I want to give it a little bit more bend. I'd say maybe take the bone right here and bring it forwards a little bit, maybe. It'll look weird, but you know, that's part of animation, right? Okay, actually, hey, don't do that. Frame 0. Hit it this way, a little bit more. Give it some more life. Frame 10. Hit it this way a little bit more. And this is where, whenever your own taste comes into play, you know, you're like, how much do I want on it? I personally think the way I did it is the way to go. But to me, whatever or how much more you want him to bend depends on what you think and what you think is best for your animation. Look here. He has a little bit more of a stride. If we look, yeah, so that is practically it. Now if you want to get down to movement, we can go and do that. So go to frame 0 and go ahead and keyframe it there, and at frame 20 bring it to about right here. Okay, let's see if that works. At a good speed, but we want to make him run longer, so set the end to frame 39. Okay, now select all these bones right here and hit A to select all the keyframes on this summary right here. Shift D. Now the last keyframes should meet up at frame 20. Now the base is still staying put, so we want to go and delete those keyframes. And now at frame 40, since it did move a lot more on the base, and bring it forward a little bit more. And as you can see, he's kind of slowing down, and that's not really what we want. So open the dope sheet. Now if you can practically, if you watch the walk cycle tutorial, you'll know how to do this. So just click A, select all those, right click, hit interpolation mode on linear. This will keep it from slowing down, or being slow at the beginning, then speeding up, and slowing down it again at the end. No, we want it to stay at the same speed 100% at the time, right? We'll look there. There we have it. This one doesn't have as much bend. If you want to see a tutorial on how to do specifically like certain other runs, like let's say scared runs or combat runs, like almost like a ninja, you know, he's ducking a little bit more. But whatever. If you want to see that, then please let me know. And this is also my thanks for sticking with the stuff, not unsubbing from my channel, because we got school. I got school. And I won't be too free until around summer, but around that time, I will be trying to get as much animations out as possible. And this is my way of saying thanks by giving you guys a tutorial. Hope you found it helpful. If you did, leave a like. If you're not already subscribed, then subscribe to Senseless Animation Studios. Also, check out my Patreon. Links in the description for that also. And if you haven't already checked out the walk cycle, check it out. Links in the description for that also, if you can't already find it. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next vid.